I mean, I understand blocking the port may be a statement against some corporations, but, you know, import and export is crucial to national trade. Ultimately, I would hope these people don't want to block the port forever. It's sort of just a symbolic thing. Why would they block a port?
I think so. I think it's just a temporary thing. You know, I think they say they need to see that it's people who are creating this to be possible. You know what I mean? So if you don't have your people with you, you don't have it.
Yeah.
And corporations start to have to realize that because we are the power.
Well, you know, folks, the easiest way to block the port is just buy American. Huh?
Absolutely. And buy
You
local.
don't need a port.
Buy local organic.
Right. Buy local. Buy your food from your local farmers. You don't need to get your food imported on a ship from China. Now, I see you've only got a couple of minutes left 3 minutes left, Rachel. What other thoughts you think are important from what you observed there on the scenes in Oakland yesterday and the day before?
You know, I would say, I actually want to go down there one day on my day off and just contribute a few hours and help out. Just be a part of the community because it's not scary. And I talked to my dad and he's like, oh, you know, it's kind of scary. Be careful. It's dangerous. And I went down there. It wasn't dangerous. It was so peaceful. It was so calm. It was people working together and it felt so good. It felt like that's what life should be about. As long as the police aren't there hurting people, then it won't be dangerous. But, you know, if someone wants to go down there, you don't have to sleep there. You don't have to camp out and get a tent. Just go down there and help out and contribute and see what you can do. Just for a few hours, you know, whatever you can do will help them. And that was something I found.
It'll be real interesting to see where this goes, Rachel. Do you have a blog or anything like that where people can follow your perspective on this?
I don't. I'm actually working on one. I never thought to do one, but someone mentioned it to me last week, so I'm working on one now. I do have an email if people want to email me and contact me either about this or about the label.
Okay, yeah, go ahead with that. What's the email?
It's berkeley.labelgmos@gmail.com.
Berkeley.labelgmos@gmail.com?
Correct.
Okay, there you got it there,
and
Berkeley. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm also on Facebook, so you can search my name or you can search the Label GMO's Berkeley campaign.
Okay, so you can search Rachel Pachivas at Facebook to get your Facebook page. Well, thank you, Rachel. Really appreciate you joining us here. Thank you for your time and for what you're doing out there, for your observations. And thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Sorry it was such a late
thank
joining.
You so much. It was such a pleasure to actually be on here. It's great.
Great. Well, thank you. Take care. So there you go. Rachel Pachivas here on the InfoWars Money Bomb edition. And once again, if you want to help support InfoWars and its ongoing mission for free speech, real journalism, real investigations being brought to you every day and even every evening on the InfoWars Nightly News, then please consider going to InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com and consider making a contribution to something that really, really matters here, which is one of the very few institutions still covering actual news, asking actual questions of the corporations and the systems in our world that seem to have taken way too much control over things. Now, we've got a 4-minute segment coming up here. We've got Crazy Like Alex Jones, a bit of a funny video coming up here. We're going to start that in just a few seconds. It's a music video. Crazy Like Alex Jones. I can't wait to see that one myself. That should be quite interesting. And also, for those of you who are going to tune into the InfoWars Nightly News at the top of the hour, this broadcast preempts that news show. So thank you for joining us. Watch this video right now. We'll be right back in a few minutes with more here on InfoWars Money Bomb.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
Have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
even sell guns.
We even...
I'm gonna unravel slave with a weapon. Disarm him. Get the guards. Disarm him immediately. Whereas one of the slaves has a weapon. Raise the alarm.
I wanna be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones, and yet having a gumption without a presumption to know what's going on. Then I can throw bananas at the global clowns and hear aristocratic moans. I wanna be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones. I went looking one day on the internet just to see what I could find, when I heard this talk show maniac just proudly speaking his mind. It was really wild, but the more I heard, it made a whole lot of sense to me. I want to thank you, Alex, for opening my eyes and helping the blind to see. I want to be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones, and yet having a gumption without a presumption to know what's going on. Then I can throw bananas at the global clowns and hear aristocratic moans. I want to be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones. All the talking heads on the TV screen with an arrogant sophistication, talking about what's been going on around the world and here in our nation. They all seem to turn like a pack of wolves when Alex goes on the air. In spite of the facts, they launch their attacks, and I just don't think it's fair. I want to be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones, and yet having that gumption without a presumption to know what's going on. Then I can throw bananas at the global clowns and hear aristocratic moans. I want to be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones. Yeah, I want to be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones.
I'm your Christian leader. Never mind Skull and Bones. Never mind Bohemian Grove. Never mind my actual policies. Just buy my rhetoric, buy my lies, because you're my slaves. We're going to put in a Democrat later who works for the exact same people, and you're going to laugh at them when they do it. All you Democrats that hate the Patriot Act and all you Democrats that hate the police state, you're suddenly going to love it. Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in.
And we are back on the InfoWars Money Bomb edition. 24-hour or more broadcast taking place here at the InfoWars studios in Austin, Texas. I'm filling in for the next hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. I'm Mike Adams, the Health Ranger, the editor of Natural News, a frequent contributor to Infowars.com website, and an occasional fill-in host here. So very happy to be part of this organization today, just volunteering some time. In fact, I want to give you a little bit of a behind-the-scenes observation of what's going on here, because it's really fascinating. This is a fantastic crew. Oh, and by the way, what a funny video there of Alex. I hadn't seen some of that footage, and if you're seeing that for the first time, you might think, wow, that looks pretty wild. Well, it is called Crazy Like Alex Jones. It's sort of a fun look at the highlights of some of the craziest, most hilarious stuff that he's done over the years. But behind the scenes, Alex Jones is a very authentic, very genuine person. In fact, he was, and I mean, he's actually very humble behind the scenes. He was over here apologizing to me for the delay in having me on, because David Icke called in. And I said, Alex, don't worry about it. This is a dynamic thing. Things are flowing, things are shifting here all the time. That's live broadcast. That's live radio, live internet. That's what happens. So don't worry about it. And I had brought in on another topic. I'd brought in some juicing equipment today. I already showed you the big bag of carrots over here, 15 pounds of carrots. Okay, one more shot. This is still going to be juice tonight. We also brought in a bunch of organic apples, organic celery, and parsley, and we've been working the juicing machine over there to get everybody some juice. Yeah, there we go. Nice big shot of it. This is InfoWars power right here. Because the reason I did this, I don't even know. The idea just came like, hey, let's make some juice for everybody. Give everybody some good nutrition on that day because people are going to be up 24 hours or even longer. They're going to need some good nutrition to get through that, more than just the usual hit of coffee. And everybody here behind the scenes is really interested in health and nutrition. It's one of the fascinating things about InfoWars. For example, every time that I come here, people walk up to me here, staff members, and they ask me questions about health. In fact, one of the guys here today was just asking me, what do you think about the Paleolithic diet? And I said, yeah, that's really good because it's all about no processed food. It's all about getting back to the basics of where we came from as human beings. You know, if we could rewind our food a couple hundred years, we would be a lot healthier. Other people ask me about sometimes food allergies or recipes for different kinds of things. So I'm always chatting with the crew here. They're really open to being super healthy and improving their health. And then sometimes I come in and Jaron's got like 24 donuts just sitting there on his desk with the orange sparkles, the sprinkles on them. And I just look at him. I say, Jaron, man, look at that, 24 donuts. He says, no, Mike, no, the orange sprinkles, that's vitamin C right there. Right there for you, see? Clever nutritional knowledge. No, these guys, Jaron and the rest of the crew, they have their own little scene going on back here behind the glass, behind the camera, behind what you're seeing. And it is so hilarious to stand there and watch what they do, and watch these guys because they're super sharp. They have a great sense of humor, and they joke about all kinds of things. I said, you should put a camera in that room and simul broadcast that as a whole separate show. That would be a big hit. But then, of course, they probably wouldn't be as funny because some of it's not, maybe you wouldn't want to air some of that. But it is very entertaining. And the guys really, really know what they're doing here. So it's a great crew. One of the other behind-the-scenes things that's going on here is if you walk around the InfoWars studios right now, you start noticing that people are rolling out camping gear, like sleeping bags and things like that, hammocks. I have a feeling that in another, 6 or 8 hours, maybe 10 hours, this is going to be a sleep-in. It's going to be like Occupy InfoWars around here. We're going to probably turn a corner. There's going to be some homeless guy sleeping there for all we know. No, I kid. But the people are really in here. They're really committed for the long haul. And you can help support them by going to InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com. And if you can help contribute to this organization that's doing such great work, it will be greatly, greatly appreciated. That's why I'm here, just to fill in and help support the work that they're doing for free speech. Now, joining us in this next segment, we have another guest coming right up. Michael Badar is on the phone with us, and Michael Badar is he worked with Dr. Gabriel Cousins at the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center, and he's into all kinds of interesting things, including healthy living, raw foods, things like that. But the reason he's joining us today is to talk about the Occupy Oakland situation from a slightly different perspective as what you just heard in the previous segment. So, Michael Badar, are you with us?
Mike, yes, I am. How are you?
I'm doing great, Michael. Thanks for joining us on the phone.